Hey, what's going on, everybody? Josh Cathcart with Hitting Done Right. For this next drill video, we're going to talk about direction. Okay, I've done a directional video before, but again, I like to kind of revisit these ideas so you don't have to scan all the way down the channel through 60, 100 videos, whatever it may be. Okay, direction is something that is extremely important in the swing. You hear about it online, but to the normal parent, they probably really don't understand what this means. So hopefully this video can explain it a little bit, and then we'll get you some drills, all right? But before we do that, please like and subscribe to the channel. Check out my website for online analysis and customized practice plans. I've had really good success with that, y'all. Okay, 10-minute analysis, get a customized plan based on that analysis, and then the links to my YouTube for the drills. So it's like I'm right there with y'all, all right? So get that done, and we'll hop into these drills. All right, everybody, direction. What does direction in your swing mean? Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory, all right? Good direction would have our barrel in the hitting zone, so from the back hip, basically, all the way out to full extension. That barrel is going to stay in the zone a long time, gives us a big window of opportunity. Our timing doesn't have to be perfect. Timing is very difficult, okay? The best hitters on the planet are probably only perfectly on time about 20 to 25% of the time if we're talking about in game, okay? So how do they stay successful when they're not perfectly on time? The ability to hold direction and make adjustments. All right, one of the biggest things about this, I've talked about it in other videos, is just posture. If you get out of your posture, your direction falls apart, okay? The other part of that is controlling your head. All right, when you get kids that really want to lunge and their head gets out over their front foot, that swing path is going to start to get really steep, and we miss the back of the zone. If you have kids that get stuck on the backside and their head goes up as they start to land, or their body goes up, the head kind of goes back, now my swing path is going to be real uppercut, and again, you miss the front of the zone there. You have to be perfectly on time, all right? Same thing for over the plate, all right? If the plate was here, pitcher over there, and I got here and I really went over the plate this way, obviously not going to be able to make a good swing and hold direction, okay? Now, as far as how to work on this, I think at this point, everybody probably knows that we, like as a right-handed hitter, we want to think about driving the ball to right center field, okay? One of the things that I heard a long time ago, it was a guy that I played with in high school that was drafted, and then when he came back after his playing days, me and him coached at our high school together, and one of the things that he said, and it's always stuck with me, is right hip, right hand, right center, okay? And so when I'm thinking about direction and teaching that to players, that's one of the things that I say a whole lot. Right hip, right hand, right center, all right? I like to do that with the open 45, okay? I'm sure, again, at this point, all of you have seen this drill. This is not earth-shattering information right here, but the way you set it up can really, really affect direction, okay? We want this to be set up, the tee, even with my front foot, okay? I don't want to get this tee way out here, and I don't want to get it too far stuck back. Now, you could move it back a little bit if you really want to work on turning deep, but not too far back and definitely not out in front of us, okay? From right here, we want to then load our body over the back foot. Everything's even there. And as we make our swing, thinking hip and hand, right hand, kind of out to right center, release that, and then we would have everything back to the middle there. That gets my direction really working out to the middle of the field. Also works on that load move, okay? Really, really easy to do. Great drill, okay? When I say easy to do, I do it all the time, okay? You've really got to watch players because they'll get in here and some of them will just do this where nothing happens. And then obviously those hands are coming down and across. We've really got to get loaded right, and then that right hip, right hand, right center idea. Okay, so that's the first one. Open 45, it's a great one. Now we can go the other way. If we go closed 45, all right, I like this one for players who have a tendency to start their swing with a big front shoulder fly out or shoulder rotation. Okay, for this one I like to move the tee down a little bit. Again, we're going to put this even with the front foot and come this way. The whole idea here is to think about keeping our chest closed. So as I get into the swing here, I don't want to come around and get my chest open and have this flatten out on me. I want to be able to keep my chest down and deliver the barrel again out to right center. Okay, so launch position right there, keeping the head down. Okay, great one for staying closed and working on the direction. This is something that needs to be drilled into these players, right? Don't allow them to get into the cage and continue to pull the ball on the ground, okay? Pull side ground balls, yeah, they're gonna find some holes sometimes, but that just doesn't play, especially as you get older. So really being able to work on that direction. Once you have done those, whichever one you may need, or both, okay, you can get rid of that. And then the whole idea for us as the hitter, you hear about staying to the inside, is we don't want to get flat and you don't want to get around this, okay? We want to be able to feel like we're working from behind and to the inside a little bit into contact and being able to hit line drives to right center pretty much at will on the tee. All right, so crash course in direction, 2 simple drills, why it's important and what it looks like. I hope that helps. Y'all be good.